We run a strong wool studio for our second year industrial design students at AUT, and this paper is really about trying to understand a locally produced natural fibre, the properties of that fibre, and how as industrial designers we can really explore that as a material and think about ways to exploit that in varying product applications.
We see a lot of innovation in strong wool through the students' work, and it's mainly through the range of applications that we see the students working within. We've got sports, from bike seats to humidifiers to agricultural products to health products. It kind of fits in across all industries. So this is our third year working with Bremworth, and they donate a lot of resources and time and knowledge to our studio and to our students. We have a range of waste products donated from each part of their production lines. So that ranges from fibre left over from the carding machine in that process, different dye batches. We also have spun yarn, unspun yarn, and we get all of those different waste streams into the studio, and the students can then process that back into fibre or use that waste in an innovative or experimental way.
Strong wool is such an interesting material because we don't think about that when we think of wool. A lot of the things we think about is merino, but we don't talk about like strong wool and the properties that it has. For us to be able to experiment with what we can do with it, like in the home. I was very much inspired by myself. I have respiratory problems. I grew up with asthma, and I know lots of kids in New Zealand also have respiratory problems as well. The solutions that we have for them nowadays is just having humidifiers that will warm up a room, but they're created with materials that aren't as sustainable or as eco-friendly.
I created a woolen desk divider for like office environment. So I use the properties of sound absorption. I hope strong wool will come like more demand in this industry because strong wool is eco-friendly materials that can be used in many ways.
One of the major discomforts of bike saddles are your sit bones digging into the padding, and as time goes on that synthetic padding wears down and you just feel more pain. I found that the strong wool will help support your sit bones and work away moisture.
Looking at it from a material perspective, it opened a lot of doors into different avenues of exploration, looking at how I can make things kind of differently compared to hard materials, which I've typically worked with in the past. So some of the Bremworth waste fibre yarn, the end of cone stuff that doesn't fully get through the machine, and I wove that into a kind of standalone seating, similar to a canvas director's chair, set that's made fully of wool, so you can wash it, take it off the chair, integrate it, kind of change it out, change the colour, make different swatches.
It's the humanistic properties of strong wool. They're very relatable to people and the environment, so it's sort of that humanity-centred design approach and helping bring people closer to the land and the materials they live and work with.